Hi air signs, welcome back to my channel, Elite Tarot by Karma with Karma. Of course, I am Karma. This is just going to be a general reading. Without further ado, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, let's just jump right into your reading. Let's see what stories the cards have for you this week, okay? Now, I already told fire sign this story, but I dropped acetone on my cards. And they're all torn and tattered now, destroyed. I had them for years. And nothing has ever happened to them. But now they're literally torn. And the word that kept playing in my mind was ruins. And so in the current state, when things are ruined, you know, you think about negativity. But I think this week is all about perspective. When I think of the ancient ruins, because this is my Nefertiti deck, eventually the ruins become beautiful. They become history, knowledge, you know, lineage, history. Again, repeating myself. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's see what we have in store for you guys. Let's see what story the cards are telling. But I just want you to keep in mind before we start the reading perspective, okay? And if I'm only pulling 3 cards, I think I might pull 4. Okay, so we have, what is this? It's torn. The King of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So you have everything moving towards you. There's just a lot of action going on in your life, a lot of change. I'm changing careers. I just got promoted. I just met somebody new. I'm sparking new ideas, having new conversations. Everything all brand new is what I'm hearing. But whatever it is for you, it's an emotional stability. Okay, right now in your life, in this week, there's peace. There's peace on the horizon. Right now, it's the Knight of Swords. Right now, there's a lot of communication coming towards you, or a lot of things that you want to talk about. You could be wanting to discuss having peace. Peace in the heart, peace in the home is what I'm hearing. But eventually, you'll turn away from that and you'll start to focus strictly on the emotional things that you have. So I'm hearing like gratitude. And then you'll also be focusing on your money. How can I get money, or how can I stabilize money? But we're going to pull these cards and let the cards tell us a story. All right, so for air sign, why is the Knight of Swords here? Uh-oh. Okay, I can't shift them. Sold a dream. All right, sold a dream. So somebody has, it says admit one. All right, so usually, you know, it's more of a ticket, but I immediately heard tell the truth. Take accountability, or address something that you haven't addressed. It's something that you have going on in your mind, something that you're thinking about. This could be work, this could be love, this could be anything, but there was something that was given to you. It didn't happen the way you thought it would. All right, so when I see admit one, I'm getting, just tell one. Don't tell, you lost so much, tell one truth, right? But even if it's not that, you know, it could be something as simple as a movie. You know, maybe you thought this person was intellectual, right? With the King of Swords, you thought this person was intellectual. You had a different ideology of who they were, but then you got to communicate with them or talk with them, and maybe their mindset is not as attractive to you. But we'll see. We'll let the cards finish the story. All right, can we talk about this Ten of Cups for air sign, please? Beautiful, nice, stable, peaceful. Okay. All right. Tower moment. Okay. That's okay. A lot of people think that tower moment means things fall apart and ruins, like I talked about those cards. But when we shift perspective, we have the seed growing into a flower. So with this Ten of Cups, contentment and peace, sometimes you got to start off in the dirt to rise and shine. Okay, but I got it in here. I got those messages, but we'll get to them. We'll get to them, air sign. I wanted to say Libra. Okay, so Libra might be like, yeah, okay, come on. Air sign, relax, relax. We gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. But I'm telling you, I got goosebumps. I like this for you, okay? Why is the Knight of Cups here for air sign? Knight of Cups for air sign, please. Okay. Lost without you. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Lost without you. All right. So that's a tough one. That's a tough one. When I see the soul to dream, when I see the tower moment, when I see lost without you, this could be you, this could be your person. Maybe you don't even have to be in the midst of a separation. This can just be somebody that you like, you know what, I want to change for this person because I just don't want to lose them, or they could feel this way about you. But if you are in the midst of a separation, we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. But the lost without you card coming with the Knight of Cups, I feel like there's a lot of ego there. Like somebody is holding back. They're not expressing exactly what they feel. So I feel like they stand up and they're noble and, you know, they have their chest out. It's like, you know, almost as if they're going to turn away from you, right? And they want to focus, or you may want to focus on your finances. But while I have the soul to dream, tower moment, lost without you, it does tell a story. Air sign, once again, we'll get to it. All right, last card. Why is the Knight of Pentacles present for air sign? Somebody may be pregnant. I just saw pregnancy. Oh. Okay, you got two cards. Pregnant coming back out. And these eyes don't lie. All right, if there is a pregnancy, could be a boy. All right, but these eyes don't lie. All right, eyes are green with envy and jealousy. All right, so now I'm getting this I'll show you energy, right? So now that we put it all together, in this situation, it's giving love. And I'm going to say that just because that Ten of Cups is here with the Tower moment card. Someone could be going through a separation simply because, you know, this person presented themselves one way, right, with the soul to dream. And somebody in the connection wants to talk about it, but somebody in the connection will not address it. I feel like they're getting defensive. Even if they sold you a dream, it's not even intentionally that they sold it to you. It's because they believe that they were capable, of the things that they thought they could give you, right? And so I feel with this Tower card, we were expecting the seed to sprout, for somebody to grow, for somebody to mature, for something to blossom into the Ten of Cups. But I just feel like that seed never got there. When we're in the dirt, often we tend to feel like people are slandering us. It's a muddy place. You know, it's not pretty. It's hard. You know, that's where the grind happens. But a lot of people miss out on blooming because they stop short of watering their garden. You know, the grass is greener where you water it. That's how you end up with your Ten of Cups. So when somebody feels like they were sold a dream, it led to a tower moment that may have caused separation because somebody wasn't watering their garden, right? And then we have lost without you. So it's like, damn, you know, we having this tower moment. We're missing out on our Ten of Cups moment. And I don't know what to do without you. But there's a lot of pride, I feel like, and a lot of ego when it comes to the emotions. They're not actually being spoken on, right? And so then we have these eyes don't lie. So usually this card is a card of jealousy, but this time I feel like somebody got to see a person for exactly who they are. And so in this situation, it becomes a thing where, you know, with the Knight of Pentacles, I'm going to move towards my money. I just feel like in about 4 months tops, somebody is going to be peaceful. They're going to be comfortable. They're going to be satisfied. But I feel like somebody in a connection or in a situation, I'm also getting it could be a work situation, honestly, where you have somebody at work who is a little competitive of you because you are doing so well. With that tower moment, they may have felt like you weren't going to blossom, that you weren't going to be successful. They may even have tried to go against you. And now that you're not there to do the work for them, they don't know what to do. So now they're trying to watch you from a distance and see, learn your play, learn your playbook, reheat your nachos, if you will. Because they want that increase. They want, I'm just getting whatever you touch turns into gold, or whatever that person touch turns into gold. And so now somebody has to sit back and watch somebody have, what they want. You get what I'm saying? So let's just say, for example, you were the one who sold the dream. All right. You end up getting with somebody who bought the ticket because they believed that you would be that, or you bought the ticket because you believed that they would be that. And it didn't turn out that way. So we have this tower moment where this seed never blossomed, right? And then there's some type of separation. I quit. I'm moving on. I don't want to be here. And so this person is lost because I'm just hearing they need somebody to do the work, because ego makes them think that they're bigger and better than they actually are, because they don't do a lot of self-reflection. And because they can't manipulate the situation the way that you would, they can't manifest things the way that you would, or you're not able to manifest things the way they would. However it goes, these eyes don't lie. I see the truth. I see who we really are. I see what you can really be. And, I think that's just what it is. Somebody sees someone for who they actually really are. So when it's all said and done, there is a little bit of animosity and a little bit of anger when it's all said and done from this. It's a tough party. Like, I feel like, I don't know if it's about you, air sign, or if it's a person that's going against you, but there is a lot of ego. There are emotions here that aren't being discussed. But there's peace in the situation when it's all said and done. That 10 of Cups and that Tower moment means that all of this that's happening, all of this that has concurred, eventually leads to a peaceful life for you. And then don't forget, we pulled pregnant at the end of that deck. So you can just be pregnant with a new idea, giving birth to a new life, giving birth to new things. It doesn't always have to be a baby. But with that being said, air signs, thank you for coming to my channel. If you are new to the channel, thank you for coming in. If you are not new to the channel, thank you for coming back once again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.